Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lucy and in this video I'm going to be taking you through a couple of days in my life on my psychiatry placement at medical school. So the first thing I do is arrive at the hospital. It takes about 40 minutes to drive from Nottingham to Mansfield, which is where the hospital is that I'm at the moment, and I had a bit of time, so I was just putting on my little emergency buzzer and my lanyard to prepare myself for the day. I make a little handmade timetable each week to keep track of what things I've got scheduled on for that day and time that I've got free that I can spend studying or going onto the ward or shadowing a doctor. So on this day I had a clinic at 10 o'clock and then I had the afternoon free. So I was going to go onto the ward and potentially take some histories, but that ended up not happening and you'll see later why. But yeah, so then I had about half an hour free, so I started to just do some work. The good thing about my psychiatry placement is that during the first lockdown we did all of our online learning for it, so I've already done all the lectures and I've already made all of my flashcards, which means I have so much more time to actually just consolidate my learning and practice testing myself with my flashcards, and I'm not having to spend loads of time making notes. So I was just testing myself on my Quizlet flashcards here. So then I headed to the outpatient clinic. This is me on my break after two of the patients in the clinic. So they were telephone consultations and it was kind of a mood disorders clinic. So the first two patients, they had kind of anxiety symptoms. One of them also had sort of hypomanic symptoms, and they were kind of like follow-up. So the consultation was to sort of check in with how they were doing and whether their medications were still okay for them and everything. But yeah, I really enjoy sitting in on the clinics and hearing sort of the patient's stories. But like I said, I had a break before the next patient's appointments, so I was actually on Pass Med and I was doing some Obs and Gynae questions. Obs and Gynae was my first placement before psychiatry, and although I am quite confident with it, I've not really practiced answering questions that much, so I was just doing a bit of that. And then I had a little sausage roll as a snack, but I'm very glad I had it because I ended up not having my lunch for a long time. So then I headed back to the clinic, and basically after the next few patients, I ended up going to a mental health act assessment. It was very spontaneous and I was glad I got to go, but it meant I didn't get to eat my lunch until 4 o'clock, so I was so hungry. And then after lunch I weirdly went home for the day, and when I got back I just needed a big break and a cup of tea, and then I made dinner. So I had this katsu curry meal. I've been having this a lot recently. I really like it and it's really quick and easy to make. To be honest, I was surprised I was actually hungry for this because I feel like I'd literally just had lunch. I was then just filling in my logbook, so each day we have to sort of note down the patients that we've seen and the clinical experiences that we've had, so I was just noting that down before I forgot and just doing some random Pass Med questions, a couple of flashcards, and then obviously went to watch I'm a Celeb at 9 o'clock and then went to bed. So then I woke up the next morning to a lovely sunrise. I was actually feeling really excited for the day because I actually had only one patient consultation to go to at 10:30, and then the rest of the day was free, so my plan was to go and spend lots of time on the ward just talking to the patients, taking some psychiatric histories. I've taken quite a few already, but I just wanted to sort of spend some more time chatting to patients, and that once again ended up not really happening, and I will explain why later. But yeah, so I got to the hospital again about 9 o'clock, and so I had time to just do some work. And I was feeling like it was going to be a very chilled day, and I was really happy about that. And then I obviously couldn't really film this, but I went to the consultation at 10:30, and it was a patient presenting with psychotic symptoms, and basically a diagnosis of schizophrenia was made and he was started on antipsychotics. But it was really interesting to see all the kind of first rank symptoms of schizophrenia. If you're a medical student, you know what I mean. So things like delusional perceptions and then auditory hallucinations and passivity, all of the first rank symptoms, he literally showed all of them, so it was a really good case for me to see. And then this was me having a quick sip of water and a break. I then went on to the male ward and I took a history from one of the patients. It doesn't really feel like a history so much in psychiatry. It feels a lot more just like a general chat about the patient's life and their experiences. But I check in my notebook afterwards where I've got all of the components of the psychiatric history written down, just to check that I've not omitted a massive area, because it is important that you kind of cover all the different sections of the history. And most of the time I do, but I just don't want my my chats with the patients to be very checklisty. I want them to be a lot more natural. So then I couldn't film this, but I actually ended up going to 2 mental health act assessments at the 136 suite, which is where patients are taken before it's decided whether they're going to be detained or not. And these were so interesting. One of the patients had emotionally unstable personality disorder, and the other one was displaying psychotic symptoms, and it was so interesting to see how the assessment worked. I've been very lucky to see 3 mental health act assessments in just 2 days. I really didn't expect to get that kind of opportunity, but it was really good. And then I basically had finished for the day, and I just went to do some work before driving home. It seems like I'm doing so much work in this vlog, but I feel like realistically I probably did about 20 flashcards, because it takes me so long to actually answer the flashcard and really think through my answer before I flip it over. And I also spent a lot of time sorting out my travel expenses and filling in the form and things like that, so I haven't actually been as studious as I look, I promise. But while you're watching me do some work, I thought I'd just chat a little bit about psychiatry and actually how much I've actually enjoyed it. I really enjoy speaking to the patients in psychiatry. I don't know what it is, but I just sort of really feel like I can chat to them really easily, which is something I wouldn't have thought I would feel. And yeah, I do find all of the appointments I've been to, the consultations, I found them so interesting, like hearing about the symptoms and things. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. Anyway, it was time for me to head home now and start the weekend, yay! And on the way home we actually also went to Sainsbury's, and I got myself loads of goodies. I just really felt like a kind of Indian takeaway type thing, and a bottle of wine, and you know, I just wanted to relax. So here is my amazing dinner. Hi everyone, so I'm actually editing the vlog now, and I just realised how abruptly it ended. So basically after dinner I just watched a film with my housemates. It was a thriller called Red Sparrow, and it was actually really good, I'd recommend it. But then I just went to bed, so you didn't miss out on much. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been really hard for me to vlog recently because I am just in the hospital all the time, and so I struggle to kind of like film anything because I can't film when there's patients around. That would be really inappropriate, so it's tricky. If you'd like to see any particular videos, obviously let me know in the comments. If you want to see more vlogs, or you want to get more of an idea about what psychiatry's like in general, the psychiatry placement is just like what you've seen. That's kind of how every day goes. Apart from I don't always see the mental health act assessments. That was very lucky. Generally it's really like it's quite intense, like quite full days, but we do have Wednesday off. We didn't have that for obs and gynae. We didn't have like a set day off every week, so that's a big difference. So it's only like 2 days of going in at a time, and then the break midweek, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm really enjoying psychiatry, and I hope you're all doing well whatever you're doing. Yeah, so let me know what videos you want to see from me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's LucyBrettX. I've not been posting on that much because I haven't found the time, to be honest, but I will be trying to post some helpful things on there, hopefully. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, then please do. I will be trying to make a video at least once for each different rotation I'm on, because for my own self as well, it'd be nice to kind of look back and remember what each placement was like. Yeah, I wish I'd filmed a vlog for obs and gynae, but it would have been too difficult because I was just always around patients. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I will stop rambling now, and hope you're having fun. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you very soon for my next video. Bye!